Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, April 9th. We're going to completely break down these matchups, go game by game, break down the rosters, look at the starting pitching, and we're going to try to predict the outcome for every single game. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, and we'll also focus on our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going over every single game, every single day, completely breaking them down throughout the entire season. And if you're a sports fan, we have all of the off-season NFL and college football news going on. We have the draft coming up. We have spring football. There's a lot going on in the world of sports. If you're a sports fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any comments, whether you agree, disagree, drop them below, and I'm going to make sure to respond to every single comment. But we have 15 games in total. We have every single team playing today. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first game that we're going to be looking at is going to be kind of an early start at 12:35 p.m. We're going to have the 5-6 St. Louis Cardinals versus the 4-8 Pittsburgh Pirates. This was a game yesterday, close game. You had St. Louis win that one 5-2-3. They were the underdog in that game, but they pulled it out. Right now, you have St. Louis on the road here. 54.2% chance to win. Pittsburgh a 45.8% chance to win, but St. Louis is also the Vegas favorite. 1.5 run favorites. The over-under here is 7.5. You have St. Louis minus 115. You have Pittsburgh minus 105, so that's an interesting number there. Right now, St. Louis, they have the better offense, but they have to get their pitching under control. Right now, they're averaging 6.9 runs a game, hitting .299, but they're giving up 4.72 runs per game. Pittsburgh struggling to score, struggling with their starting pitching right now. They're only averaging 3.2 runs a game, hitting .197, so almost a 100 batting difference here, and their pitching is giving up 4.98 runs per game. The pitching matchup, this is kind of an interesting game in the fact that there's going to be a potential opportunity here for both teams to get some runs on the board because both teams have pitchers that are known to give up some runs. Right now you have Fede going for St. Louis for his career, a 4.87 career ERA, and then you have Keller going for Pittsburgh for his career, a 4.9 ERA. So both guys are hovering in that 5 range. Both guys so far this season have ERAs over 7. There's going to be the opportunity for runs here. You have Herrera, he's hitting .381. You have Donovan hitting .395. And you also have Nolan Arenado, who is the core of the St. Louis lineup. So I'm going to go with St. Louis to win this one, to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. And staying in the National League at 1:10 p.m., we're going to have the 5-6 Miami Marlins here versus the 8-3 Mets. The Mets right now on a 7-game winning streak. They took the second game in the series yesterday. They won that 110-5. They're on the verge again of getting another sweep under their belt. Right now, the Mets, they're at home. They have a 68.9% chance to win this game. The Marlins have a 31.1% chance to win. But whenever those percentages get that drastic, it always is a very scary game because sometimes that means the underdog is going to pull it out. Right now, the underdog is Miami. The Mets at home, 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. The Mets are minus 225. The Marlins are plus 185. The big issue for the Marlins, yes, they got 5 runs yesterday. It has been consistently getting runs on the board. Their pitching has actually worked out pretty solid so far this season. Right now, they're averaging 3.7 runs a game. They got to get that number up. They're hitting .238, but they're giving up 3.81 runs per game. Pitching is keeping them in the game. The batting order has to be able to take advantage of that and give some support to your pitching staff. Right now, the Mets, they were struggling to score runs on offense, but they still, as of right now, have the number 1 pitching staff in all of Major League Baseball. That was their big question mark coming into this season, was going to be their starting pitching. Through the first 2 weeks, that has definitely not been the case so far. The bats are starting to wake up. Pete Alonso is really seeing the ball really well. He's hitting .333 right now. 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. He's basically carrying this team right now. He's that core guy. And then you have Francisco Lindor. You have Soto. You have those bats there to back him up. Once those bats wake up, this is going to be a very scary lineup. This is a top 5 overall lineup in baseball. They're averaging 3.7 runs, hitting .197. They're only giving up 1.91 runs per game. Right now you have Max Meyer going for the Marlins. Career 5.8 ERA. That does not bode well here versus a very disciplined Mets lineup. And for the Mets, they have Tyler McGill going. As of right now, a great start to the season. A .87 ERA. He's 2-0, 10.1 innings, 10 strikeouts. He's striking guys out. He's keeping the walks down. He has yet to give up a home run. I have the Mets winning this game, but I think it's going to be a lower scoring game like that 5-1, 5-2 type game. Mets win. They cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. And this next game is a very interesting AL game. At 1:10 p.m., we have our prime video game. We have the 6-5 Yankees. They're riding a 3-game losing streak right now. They are on the verge of dropping down to 500. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Aaron Boone. Everyone knows what my thoughts about Boone are. The Yankees have to win this game. They got to stop the bleeding. Tigers, they're making a lot of noise right now. They're really making themselves known in their division. They sit at 7-4, and right now you have the Yankees in Detroit. They have a 53% chance to win this game. Detroit has a 47% chance to win this game. You have the Yankees coming in here. They are 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. The Yankees are minus 160. The Tigers are plus 135. But this game is really going to center around the pitching matchup. We have one of the better pitching matchups today. We have two veterans. Max Fried going for the Yankees. Jake Flaherty going for the Tigers. He's one of their best pitchers. Right now, Max Fried, career 3.07 ERA guy. He's had a great start to the season. 1-0, 2.61 ERA, 10.1 innings. 10 strikeouts. He has given up 13 hits. That's somewhat concerning, but he's been able to keep the ball on the ground, only giving up 1 home run. And then you have Flaherty going for the Tigers. Right now, for his career, he's also been in the threes so far this season. He's 1-0. 2.38 ERA. He's a strikeout pitcher. 11 innings, 12 strikeouts, kept the walks down. This is going to be a very interesting game pitching-wise of who's going to be able to come out on top, keep their team in this game. Tigers want to sweep the Yankees, and the Yankees want to stop the bleeding. Right now, the Yankees, they still have one of the best offenses in all of baseball. They're averaging 8.4 runs per game, hitting .285, giving up 4.37 runs per game. Judge is still going off, 341 average, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs. Paul Goldschmidt hitting .381 so far. Right now for the Tigers, they're averaging 5 runs a game, hitting .269, giving up 4.25. I picked the Yankees to lose yesterday. I think they get back in the win column today. Fried has a great game. I have the Yankees winning this one, covering the spread, and we're going to go with the over. And then at 2:20 p.m., we have the 8-4 Texas Rangers. We did pick them to lose yesterday. We said they had that long winning streak. They were bound to have a loss at some point. They lost to the 9-5 Chicago Cubs. What a surprise the Cubs have been. What an opening to the season. They won last night 10-6. This is two very talented teams. The big issue for the Rangers, their strength this season was supposed to be their lineup. They have not been scoring that many runs. It's been their pitching keeping them in games. But once those bats wake up, this is going to be a team to be reckoned with. Right now for the Cubs, yes, they're giving up some runs, but they're scoring so many runs that they're just able to outscore the teams they're playing. And today, they are again the favorite. 68.8% chance to win this game. Texas, 31.2% chance. Right now, the Cubs come in. They are 1.5 run favorites. The over-under here is going to be 8.5. You have the Rangers, they're plus 130, and you have the Cubs, they are minus 155. Looking at the team stats here, you have Texas coming in, they're only averaging 3.3 runs a game. Like I said, though, it is early in the season. That number will continue to tick up as the weeks go by. They're hitting 192, but they're only giving up 2.93 runs per game. Whenever you give up that little amount of runs, you always have a chance to keep yourself in this game, and then once those bats wake up, they're going to start rolling. Right now, the Cubs are averaging 6.4 runs a game. If they can keep scoring, they can hit the long ball, they can get guys on base. They're hitting .246. They have 16 steals. The team ERA 4.59. Not the best pitching staff-wise, but they have their best pitcher going today. They have Imanga going for the Cubs. This guy was 15-3 last season. 2.91 ERA so far this season. 2-0, .98 ERA. 18 innings, 10 strikeouts. Strikeouts are down, but it doesn't matter because he's not giving up any runs. Kyle Tucker, 339, 5 home runs. They're having a great performance from their batting order. They continue to score when they need to score. At some point, they're going to lose, but they got their best guy going today. I have the Cubs winning this one, but I do think it's going to be a somewhat of a lower scoring game. Cubs win, cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. And then at 3:35 p.m., we're going to have our NL West team, the 9-3 San Diego Padres. The NL West right now looks like it's the best division in baseball. These teams are stacked. They'll be playing the 5-7 Athletics. Right now, the Athletics beat them yesterday 10-4. Don't underestimate the Padres, though. Very talented team, really good batting order, really good pitching staff. Right now they have a 53.5% chance to beat the Athletics. The Athletics at home a 46.5% chance. Right now San Diego 1.5 run favorites. Over here is 9.5. Vegas sees some runs being scored. Padres, they're minus 105. The Athletics are minus 115, so that's definitely something that you want to keep your eye on. Right now San Diego, they have Merrill hitting 378. They have Machado. They have Tatis Jr. They have so many weapons. They're not even getting full production from those guys yet, and still they are playing really good, sitting at 9-3. They're averaging 4.6 runs a game, hitting 285, 18 steals so far this season, basically 2 steals per game, and their ERA 2.76, performing really well. For the Athletics, they're averaging 4.1 runs a game, hitting 238. Their team ERA 5.66, awful team ERA. But still, they found a way to win a couple of games right now. They're not necessarily scoring a lot of runs, but they are at home. They are being a very difficult team to beat at home. Right now, for San Diego, they're going to be going with Randy Vasquez as their starting pitcher. For his career, 4.18 guy. So far this season, had a solid start to the season, 1.69 ERA, 10.2 innings, 5 strikeouts, 9 walks. So almost a walk per inning. That's a very scary number. You are putting free guys on base for the other team. At some point, that's going to bite you. Hasn't hurt him yet, but at some point, that's going to catch up with you. And for the Athletics, they're going to be going with Bido. So far, a very successful career for him. 2.7 ERA this season, 1-0, 10 innings, and he's got 9 strikeouts, 6 walks. So he's walking some guys too, but nowhere near as many as Vasquez. I'm actually going to go with the upset here. I have the Athletics finishing the series with a win. They win this one going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under in this game. And at 3:40 p.m., we have the 5-7 Baltimore Orioles visiting the 6-6 Arizona Diamondbacks. Right now, the Diamondbacks won this game yesterday. We did have them winning a very close one. They won that one 4-3. And the Diamondbacks are, again, they're going to be the favorites at home. Right now, they are 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 8.5. And you have the Diamondbacks a 59% chance to win this game. You have the Orioles sitting at 41%. Right now, Baltimore, their issue continues to be the same issue. I said preseason. They're going to score a lot of runs. They're going to hit the long ball. A young, aggressive batting order, but their issue is going to be their starting pitching, and that has continued to be the case this season. They're averaging 4.7 runs a game, hitting 263. Their team ERA is 4.7 run. And on the other side, Arizona. Arizona last season, their issue was staying healthy. Their issue was starting pitching. Starting pitching was supposed to be much improved this season. So far, that has not been the case. They are giving up a lot of runs, but the reason that they're able to stay 500 is they're at least able to score just as many runs as they're giving up. It's basically a run for a run. Right now, the Diamondbacks are averaging 5.8 runs a game, hitting 261. They're giving up 5.07 runs per game. This game has the potential here to have a lot of runs scored. Questionable pitching stats, questionable pitchers. For the Orioles, they are going with Creamer, career 5 ERA guy, and for the Diamondbacks, they're going with Pafat, who also is a career 5 ERA guy. So this game is honestly a coin flip. It could go either way. Whose bats are going to wake up this game? We are going to go with the Diamondbacks to win it. We're going to go with them covering the spread, and we're going to go with the over. And then at 3:45 p.m., we have the 5-7 Cincinnati Reds versus the 8-3 San Francisco Giants. Right now, San Francisco, a 49.7% chance to win this game. The Reds, a 50.3% chance. Practically a 50-50 there. Very close percentage-wise from the fans, but the Giants are the Vegas favorite. 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. Cincinnati comes in. They won the game yesterday, 1-0. Cincinnati, a lot of issues on offense. They've been shut out 3 to 4 games this season. They've scored 1 run or less about 5 or 6 games, including the game yesterday. They're averaging 3.9 runs a game, hitting 210. Their team ERA, what's kept them respectable has been their pitching, 3.41 ERA. For San Francisco, great batting order so far, great pitching so far. They're averaging 5.4 runs a game, hitting 238. Their team ERA is 2.85, and they're calling on the veteran, the ageless wonder himself, Justin Verlander. This guy's 63 years old. He's going to be getting the nod here. He's going against Nick Martinez. You have a younger guy versus the old grizzled veteran, Justin Verlander. It is hard to bet against Justin Verlander in any game. You have Martinez, a 5.91 ERA versus Verlander's 6.14 ERA. Who's going to win? If I had a gun to my head, I'm going to go with Verlander. Yes, he's not having a great season, but he's still Justin Verlander. I have to go with him winning this game. He has to have a better performance. Giants, you have the better offense. Lee, Flores getting gate production. You have a really good bullpen, and you have Justin Verlander, who is due right now to have a good game. He's had 2 bad games so far, so he's due. He's up. I have the Giants winning this one, covering the spread. Going to go with the over. And our next matchup is going to be an NL matchup at 4:05 p.m. The 9-4 LA Dodgers versus the 5-6 Washington Nationals. The Nationals won the game yesterday 8-2. What is going on with the Dodgers? They've lost, 4 of their last 5 games so far. It is time to panic. No, it's not. No, it's not. There is no reason to panic at all. We're only 2 weeks into this season. They are 9-4, tied for first place in their division. No reason to panic. The season is young. You're not going to win every game. That's why there's 162 games. Right now, the Dodgers, 68% chance to win this game. Washington, a 32% chance. You have the Dodgers coming in here 1.5 run favorites. The over here is going to be 9.5. The Dodgers are minus 185. Washington is plus 155. Right now, the Dodgers still, when you look at this team on paper, top to bottom, the best roster in the major leagues, the best pitching staff, the best batting order. Yes, everything is not clicking right now, but we're only 2 weeks in to a 6 to 7 month season. Right now, the Dodgers, they're averaging 5.2 runs a game, hitting .229. Their team ERA, a very low 2.48. And for Washington, props to them. They won that game yesterday. They are not playing bad baseball so far this year. They're averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting .226. They're giving up 4.78 runs per game. We have Nat going for the Dodgers. He's only pitched 2 to 3 seasons. We haven't seen that much from him. And then you have Irvin going for Washington right now for his career, a 4.7 ERA guy. This is one of those games with 2 younger pitchers. The game can go either way because who's going to get shelled to start the game? I'm going to go with the Dodgers to win it. I have them covering the spread, but I think it's going to be like a 5-3, 5-2 game, so I'm going to go with that under. And at 4:10 p.m., we have an AL matchup. We have the 5-6 Houston Astros versus the 4-8 Seattle Mariners. Both of these teams have not had the best starts of the season. Houston won the game yesterday 2-1. We did pick them to win, so they got back in the win column. Now is their chance to get back to 500. Mariners, though, they don't want to drop this game because they don't want to drop to 4-9 the first 2 weeks. Right now, Houston on the road, 52.9% chance to win this game. Seattle, a 47.1% chance to win. Houston, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. They are minus 125. Seattle's plus 105. Houston, they continue to struggle scoring runs, but as long as the pitching staff keeps performing, they're going to have a chance. They're only averaging 3 runs a game, hitting .216. Jose Altuve having a great season, hitting .340 right now, and the team ERA is 3.78. That's what's keeping these matchups competitive. For Seattle, they are also struggling to score runs because Julio Rodriguez is only hitting .178 so far. He has to step his game up because where he goes, this team goes. He's that foundational piece. They're averaging 3.2 runs, hitting .213, giving up 4.58 per game. You have Luis Castillo going for Seattle. Right now, he's only pitched 3 innings so far this season. He has a 9 ERA. Yes, the season's young, but that doesn't instill in you very much confidence because Houston has a great young pitcher. They have Hunter Brown going, a 3 ERA. The last couple seasons, his ERA has been in the 3s. 12 innings, 15 strikeouts, keeping the walks down, only 3 walks in 12 innings. Give me Houston to win this one. Give me Houston to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with maybe like a 4-2, 5-2 game, so I'm going to go with the under. And then at 6:10 p.m., we have the 2-8 Chicago White Sox. They lost, 121 games last season. Had a solid start to the season. Now they're kind of starting to fade, kind of starting to revert back to where they were last season. They did lose this one yesterday, 1-0. They lost it to the 4-6 Cleveland Guardians, who haven't had the best start to the season, but we know there's a lot of potential there for this team. Right now, the White Sox, though, the fans are giving them a 52.9% chance to win. Cleveland a 47.1% at home. Cleveland still the Vegas favorite, 1.5 run favorite. The over under here is 7.5. The White Sox are averaging 3.6 runs a game, hitting .211. Team ERA is 4.02. Cleveland, you have to do better pitching-wise. You're not scoring runs. You're giving up too many runs. You're only averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting .221. The team ERA is 5.09. You have Burt going for the White Sox. Young pitcher. This is only his second season. We don't have very many starts from him, but so far this season, a 5.23 ERA, 10 hits in 10 innings. And then you have Logan Allen going for Cleveland. Also a young pitcher. We haven't seen too much from him. It is kind of a blind game. You don't know what kind of performance you're going to get from these pitchers because we don't have enough tape on each of these guys. Both of these guys' ERAs are both over 5.2 so far this season. But give me Cleveland to win this game, get back in that win column, stay in the win column, for them to win this one, to cover the spread, and we're going to go with the over this matchup. And at 6:45 p.m., we're going to have a AL East on AL East matchup. You have the 7-5 Blue Jays. We actually picked them to win yesterday. They won that one 6-1. They'll be playing the 6-6 Boston Red Sox. Right now, Boston at home, a 60.6% chance to win this game. Toronto, a 39.4% chance. Boston is the Vegas favorite, 1.5 run favorite. The over in here is 8.5. Toronto, they just signed Vlad, 15 years, $500 million, and they have a lot of young batting order talent. Springer, Vlad, Bichette, and they have a lot of weapons there that they can get production from. Everything's not clicking right now, but it's going to be one of those teams when they wake up, they're going to score runs. They're going to hit a lot of home runs. They're averaging 3.5 runs a game, hitting 257. Their team ERA's 4.21 in for Boston. They're averaging 5 runs a game, hitting 254. They're giving up 4.15 runs per game. For the Blue Jays, they're going to be going with the veteran Gausman. He's pitched in Boston before. He has 6 straight years with the ERA under 4. For his career, 3.87. For this season, a great start to the season, 3.97 ERA, 11.1 innings. He's given up only 3 walks so far. Pitching very solid. He's the guy you want to close this series out with the Red Sox. And for the Red Sox, they have Tanner Houck going, a very successful younger pitcher. Had a great season last season. One of those games, the pitching matchup is potentially what can decide. Thankfully for Toronto, they have a pitcher who knows how to pitch in Boston. And crazy, Springer right now, he's still hitting .459 video game numbers. Give me Toronto to pull off the upset here. I'm going with the +1.5, going with the over. And at 7:05 p.m., our FanDuel game, the 7-3 LA Angels. What a start to the season they had. A lot of people had them finishing last in their division. Definitely that first 2 weeks, they've been playing really solid baseball. They'll be playing the 4-6 Tampa Bay Rays. Right now, Tampa Bay, 51.9% chance to win. The Angels, a 48.1, practically a 50-50 matchup. Tampa Bay, they are the Vegas favorite, 1.5 run favorite. The over in here is 7.5. Tampa Bay, -145. The Angels are +120. The Angels getting a lot of production right now from their lineup. They're averaging 5.1 runs a game. O'Hop hitting .367. They have Trout. They're hitting .234 as a team, giving up 4.5 runs. Tampa Bay, they're averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting .256. The team ERA, that pitching has been really solid so far this season, 2.97. Looking at the pitching matchup we have going on today, you have Kikuchi going for the Angels. He's a veteran. I'd say his ERA usually hovers around 3.9 to 4, and then you have Papoy going for Tampa Bay. Kept that ERA under 3.5 last season. Young pitcher, also a good start to the year so far, 2.45 ERA, 11 innings, 11 strikeouts, but give me the Angels to finish out with the win here. Pull off the upset, going with the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the under this game. Very low scoring game. And then at NL East on the MLB network at 7:15. This is going to be a fun game. I picked the upset yesterday. Picked the Braves to beat the Phillies. The Braves did indeed beat the Phillies. We have the 7-3 Philadelphia Phillies here versus the 2-8 Braves. Finally got that second win. Do not underestimate the Braves. Do not base them off of their 2-8 record. This team is much, much better than their record shows. And when they catch fire, they're going to be a very difficult team to beat. Right now, the Braves, 67.9% chance to win. Phillies, a 32.1. Very lopsided here. It's kind of scary whenever it gets that lopsided. The Braves, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Braves are -130. Phillies +110. The Phillies, really good batting order, one of the best batting orders, one of the best pitching staffs top to bottom. They average 5 runs a game, hit .268. The team ERA is 3.22, and for the Braves, their batting order's really been hurting them this season. They're averaging 2.7 runs a game, hitting .193. Team ERA is 4.36, but like I mentioned, this team is much better than they played the first 2 weeks. Pitching-wise, we have Tawan Walker going for the Phillies. Usually a very consistent pitcher. He has yet to give up a run this season. When he's on, he's a great pitcher. And then you have Grant Holmes, 7 starts last season, 1 start this season. Not the best start, but a lot of people have a lot of hype for this guy. This is a difficult game to me because to me, it is a true 50-50 game. I don't trust those numbers, but gives me the Braves to win this one, cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. And our next game, moving back to the AL at 7:40 p.m., we have the 3-8 Minnesota Twins versus the 6-5 Kansas City Royals. We did pick the Royals to win yesterday. They won that one 2-1. A very close game, though. And this game, you have the Twins here on the road, 48.2% chance to win. KC, a 51.8. Very close game. Practically a pick 'em there. You have the Twins on the road. They are the favorite, 1.5 run favorite. The over in here is 7.5. The Twins are minus 105. KC is minus 115. Minnesota, usually a very good lineup, not hitting yet. Season's young. Usually that first month, either your pitching's off or your hitting's off. For the Twins, it's technically both of them. 3.9 runs a game, hitting 198. They're giving up 4.96 runs per game. KC, they're averaging 4 runs a game, hitting 238, giving up 3.39 runs per game. They are the underdog this matchup. Right now, you have, for the Twins, you have Joe Ryan going so far this season, 0-1, 4.5 ERA, 10 innings, 11 strikeouts, 0 walk. Really good pitching performance so far. Seth Lugo for KC, very underappreciated pitcher. Finished last season as a Cy Young finalist. You have to remember, this guy was a relief pitcher for the Mets, and they let him go. He has been great as a starting pitcher. 3.27 ERA, career under 3.8. This guy's a really good pitcher. Give me KC to pull off the upset. Going with the plus 1.5, going with the over. And a very difficult game to call. Our final game at 8:40 p.m., the 6-5 Milwaukee Brewers versus the 2-8 Colorado Rockies. The Rockies have made it very difficult to pick them to win games this season. Right now, Milwaukee, 56.1% chance to win. Colorado, a 43.9% chance to win. The Brewers, they don't have a great offense, but they are usually a very consistent 500 type team. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 231, giving up 5.97 runs per game. They are giving up a lot of runs, but thankfully for them, the Rockies just cannot put runs on the board. They're only averaging 3.3 runs a game, hitting 240, giving up 4.27. As of just prior to making this video, there was no starting pitcher for the Rockies. Now they have filled that role. For the Brewers, we'll have Tyler Alexander going about a 5 career ERA. And for the Rockies, you have Antonio Santazella going also about a 5 career ERA. Colorado, very difficult place to pitch, though, but so far, he's given up some runs. Right now for Alexander, a 2 ERA, 9 innings, 9 strikeouts. Santazella, very good start to the season, 9.2 innings, 3 strikeouts. Very low strikeout amount. He's not making guys miss. He's given up 19 hits in 9.2 innings. That does not bode well. You can't blame that on Colorado. Give me Milwaukee to win this game. Cover the spread. The spread right now, they are 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 10.5. Massive over-under. Give me Milwaukee to cover. And I will go with the over this game, even though that is a huge over. Guys, that's just our breakdown, our picks and predictions for all of our Major League Baseball games for Wednesday, April 9th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below, and I will respond. Thank you.